Hey, I'm Tyler Edlin. This is going to be a brief QA video on the hangouts we do in the community, and I'll be announcing the next challenge following that. So it's brought to my attention in the Discord, some people had a lot of questions in regards to how we do the hangouts, when they are and such. So I thought I'd just do a little video, or they recommended I do a little video, explaining a few of these things. So when is it? Every Monday night. That's pretty much a given unless I say otherwise. I join in anywhere from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then they're also held sporadically throughout the week and on weekends. We usually try to get at least a little time in on a Saturday or Friday night. Anybody can start them. It's not limited to or not just by me. Oftentimes people in the community will go, hey, join in a hangout. Anyone wants to join? And then other people follow. Happened last week, as a matter of fact. I think it was like almost midnight, and I'm just sitting there working, ready to pass out. Someone said, hey, I'm joining. So I said, screw it. I'm going to get in there, get a little more productivity in before it crashed. We had a great little session. So, where are they? There's a link, as you can see here on the top of the BST Discord. There's also a link in the description for the Google group itself. Now, just a little bit more info on that. We started the group. It was entirely on the Google platform using their groups. Some people are still very active there. I think a majority of the group has kind of migrated over to Discord since that's become kind of a real kind of prominent platform, but you can get to the hangouts either way through that. Now, they are limited to 10 people. Sometimes it fills up, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a first come, first kind of make it type of deal. What goes on during these hangouts? Well, I like to think of it as a very kind of casual and social meeting place for like-minded artists, of course, of all skill levels. It's actually kind of more similar on some nights to a drink and draw. A lot of us like to make a drink, socialize, and just paint and work on things. Now, some people like to choose and share and show what they're working on. Others just like to come for the atmosphere and perhaps just do a lot of observation. That's fine too. It works best in the Google Chrome browser. I've also been told it works pretty good in Firefox. I know the link does not, I was told it does not show up in the actual app on your phone, so I don't think you'll see it there. It has to be kind of in a web browser. Now for a few other bits of info, I don't do massive type of portfolio reviews there or anything, and sometimes we just like to give each other feedback. You can always ask for some. I wouldn't just be a pest to me or anybody in the group. There's a lot of talented artists that join that. Just be nice and friendly and, hey, I need some feedback on this, or do you like this or this better? That would be pretty appropriate. But all subject matters get talked about. It's not for anybody overly sensitive. Sometimes politics and rarely religion get brought up. You get a bunch of adults and artists, just a lot of people work by themselves, for themselves, so it's just a great place to socialize. So some people, a lot of us, myself included, like to just get a lot of the weight off our shoulders, and anything that's on our mind. So it's just a nice kind of atmosphere for that sort of thing as well. But yeah, you're welcome to join. I encourage it. We're, again, dedicated. I'm dedicated to be there Mondays. I'm trying to push earlier, 1 day a week, to meet with the people in the Europe sector. As of posting this today, probably going to try to do 2 to 3 p.m. for a few hours to meet with them. And I'll keep y'all folks updated with that sort of schedule throughout the summer, as I'm going to really try to make an effort to show up earlier.
Thousands of years have passed since the once thriving human civilization perished in the dust. Mankind has nearly been destroyed by its own bioweapons. These genetically altered creatures turned against their masters, and as a result, the human race was pushed to the brink of extinction.
And so yeah, that is the challenge. I actually just took it right out of a manual for an old Sega game I have. So I'll let you guys interpret that as you will. I do have some inspirational images up on screen, kind of get you going. But think of it as like you can illustrate or design come up with a scenario for this world and this setting. Maybe come up with some characters. Certainly, the creatures are probably one of the greater aspects of it. Modified, genetically altered creatures of sorts. As my student Phil is showing here, I'm in his own piece in the upper right here. You did a great job. But that's kind of the world of setting. Some of these are a little more on that modern take. Think of things kind of reverting back to this type of setting, but in a more kind of fantasy sense. But that said, the due date will be July 27th, and yeah, we'll see you there.